Tell you what,
As per?
this is how much a cricket tragic I am. Did I or did I not watch the ODI in Sri Lanka last night in KO? And have I watched most of the T20s they've already played? Yes, I did.
What time are they on?
They're on at like pretty decent times, to be fair. But the fact that I even watched them, like you gotta be a real tragic to watch those.
Yeah.
Because like no disrespect to Sri Lanka, but you know those games are kind of only going one way, and it's just good to see them put this in action though.
Well, you don't take the most aggressive bowling attack in the world over to Sri Lanka
and not use them.
not use them
For people not to watch.
Yeah.
Hey, Mitchell Starc wasn't playing though, so I was a bit rattled. I was keen to see him bowl against, 6'7" Mitchell Starc bowl against the 5'6" Sri Lankans. I don't think they'd feel awfully comfortable. I wouldn't.
That's a pretty fair comment, I'd say.
Not saying all Sri Lankans are small, but
What did that have to do with
nothing.
anything?
Nothing. I'm just saying.
Well, you said no one said anything. You said it.
I know. I'm just didn't want to cancel myself. Just saying that I thought Sri Lankans were small.
You've
people.
prematurely uncancelled
But
yourself.
actually, are Sri Lankans small?
I don't know, mate. You're the one. You're the one
I've
saying.
dug this hole in. You're gonna have to cut this out. You're gonna have to cut this out. This can't make the episode. 5'3". Yeah. So I'm right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you did say it.
I did. 5'3". That's fucking small.
Yeah, it's tiny.
Respectfully.
That's like 8 inches shorter than me.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, baby.
Marshall gets away. Marshall's still going. Marshall's got Richards coming up outside. Now inside.
All right, what's up, nerds, and welcome back to the Bar 5 podcast, episode 41.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. 41 eps, rolling into another week off the back of a double week.
Double episode.
That's what we do.
And we hustled to give you that double episode, so I hope you appreciated it. And
We
I hope you
hustled
enjoyed
hard.
it.
Well, it's a good thing we don't work 40-hour weeks and go to uni and play soccer and have other things on.
We do it for you guys. We do it strictly for you. Our life and our passion revolves strictly and only around this podcast.
For the Flyers.
For the freaking Flyers.
Xander and I are today rocking the Ugg boot pajama pant combo
Fleece top.
into fleece top.
Unscheduled. Just by sheer
vibe
and
telepathy.
Correct. That was what I was looking for. And it made me laugh. I had a good chuckle when we walked through the door.
Yeah, I flirted with some pretty aggressive groin shots in the camera setup, but this felt more appropriate.
Yeah, this is better.
Can still get some of the...
I find it unnerving even when I watch it back and the camera is tilted a little bit too low. And I feel like my eye line gravitates. I'm just like looking at my crotch area the whole time. I'm like, why? Maybe you guys don't notice as much.
I've never thought about it.
But it wigs me out a little bit. Maybe it's because my pin-like quads, my chicken legs are on there. My getaway sticks.
Two of the least most impressive getaway sticks you'll ever see.
Two sets of lackluster sticks on the podcast. We're not impressing anyone with these pins. So.
No, they...
So.
Look, if you caught them in a pair of Speedos, it'd be a sight for sore eyes.
Yeah, actually, speaking of Speedos, I went for a swim yesterday. Little, nice set weather. Big weekend, just reset, refresh. Fuck, it was cold. It was chilly.
Reminiscent of our
Locked
isolation together last year, which is probably about a year ago now.
That's correct, yeah. Yeah, we did a lot of swimming.
We were doing a lot of winter swimming.
And it was great. And I haven't done enough this winter. And I was like, it's a ripper of a day. Get down there.
Yeah.
Get into it.
Get amongst it.
Finally some good weather. I went into I didn't go to the ocean because it's pumping at the moment. I went into the pool. Still cold.
Yeah.
Shocked me a little bit. I thought I'd be good for it still.
No.
No.
Well, if you haven't been swimming for a while, it would have been a little bit of
But it was...
acclimatization.
But I was the only one at the pool, which shocked me as well. Because especially, remember this time last year, 4:30, freshy pool, mate. There'd be like hundreds of people walking around.
Well,
it'd be busy.
no one had jobs.
No, it was busy
Everyone
out,
was off,
and like
yeah.
people just looking at the ocean, just like hanging out,
Yeah.
just doing whatever. Sorry, I was the only person using the pool, and it felt kind of surreal. It was kind of nice.
Bit of a weird sort of
was a
human experience moment.
Yeah, but it was a bit of a vibe, to be fair. Like it was like very relaxing.
No, that's what I mean. You know those like, I've actually seen TikToks about them. It's like those times when like life feels almost like a video game or surreal. Yeah. I often found driving home from work at 2 a.m. was very surreal, especially
Yeah.
when you finished at like so when you finished
With no music on.
to it.
Sometimes with no, if you just forget to turn the radio on, sometimes.
Yeah, because you're just dealing with so much upstairs.
Yeah. Get that off.
You get home and you go to turn it off and it's already off and you're like, oh, that's weird.
What's that noise?
What did I do?
Oh god.
Who are those people talking?
Oh no. He's back.
Not again. Oh, speaking of, just finished episode 1 of Stranger Things.
Season 1.
Season 4, episode 1.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Mate, it's pretty scary.
Yeah, it's good. It's
Yeah.
etched, dude.
I enjoyed how scary this episode was.
The
Or, like,
first
this
one
season.
or this season? Yeah.
This season, like it was a bit more like gory or violent than other
Just
seasons.
graphic, probably in general.
Yeah, but graphic would probably be the best word. I personally enjoyed it because every time the show is like that, I feel like I engage and I like the show better because it's just a bit more, it makes
Intense?
it more intense.
Yeah, sure.
And it really takes it away from that kind of, because at times it feels like those action, like adventure movies or whatnot,
Yeah.
like Goonies vibes. You know what the Goonies is? Like a Steven Spielberg movie.
Yeah, I think so.
From the 80s, I think.
Yeah.
Kind of at times, like the premise can be like feel like that, but then when all the dark shit happens, that's what I think.
Like
makes it
pulls you back in.
Yeah, it pulls you back in. And
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, I've been watching it in like 10-minute increments
Yeah, right.
because that's kind of like
Fair enough.
what I just do. I do it when I'm like, again, we've got a TV now in our house.
Wow.
Big week. Big
Massive.
week for our house.
You should have seen how smug these guys, Cody and his housemates, looked that they had a TV, and I was like, "Well done, gents." They're like, "You seen this? Like, I've never seen one or don't own a TV." Oi, see this thing? Got a Savo. It's like, oh, what is that? I've never seen one of those before.
We're presenting it to you like
What?
it's so crazy with
Yeah,
the technology.
Yeah, king of the castle. Have a TV.
And I did that to multiple people as well. I like ushered them in. I was like, look at this.
Look, come here, new toy. Look at it.
But I always think
Top of the range.
in a sense, everyone was so like shocked / pleased.
Yeah. Well, I am happy and pleased for you guys because you've needed one.
We had one for the first 3 weeks.
And
It
it has-
broke mid-January.
Yeah,
And
and-
it's June.
And it has tied your living space together a lot.
Well,
And it also gives EJ, I feel like it gives him another thing to do while in the house. Because, like, that downstairs area / like half his room.
yeah.
Because the lounge room is kind of like his room, in
Yeah.
addition to his room.
Yeah.
The bloke needs a TV.
Yeah, he does.
He's got to eat his biscuits or something.
Yeah. Well, he's got like his room has not been attended to at all
No.
since we moved. He's done nothing to it.
It's like mattress and clothesline.
And a wardrobe with 3 t-shirts hanging up in it.
Yeah.
Like he's got the biggest wardrobe in the house. And the
Has he got the smallest room?
smallest room, biggest wardrobe.
Makes no sense. But
Ma-
yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I've actually got an idea. And I'm going to say it on the pod because he doesn't listen. But if any of our friends are listening, don't tell him we said this because it's a good idea.
Okay, go.
So my idea is that I get like, all our friends who know us and know our area or know our house and, and like know our roommate dynamic and all that. All our friends essentially.
Yes.
I set up like a little GoFundMe of sorts to fund money to buy stuff for EJ's room.
The EJ Foundation.
The EJ Foundation. And then when he goes back to the beaches one weekend, me and you can do it as like a Barflies episode. We'll like renovate it and we'll present it as like an episode of The Block.
Maybe that can be our first vlog.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So we've been talking about doing
Yeah, you can keep
a
talking.
vlog Or a vlog episode. Not a serious one. More like a piss. We're not going to actually do a fucking serious one. More like a piss take. Maybe like in making of the episode. You know, maybe we go somewhere. Or commit to the EJ Foundation idea.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't you think that would be funny though?
that would be
And we'll get all our friends to come over like Sunday Arvo when he comes back.
He would.
And stand in the living room and we'll like surprise him.
Yeah.
Like
or,
the block.
or Backyard Blitz.
Yeah,
That's
literally
what,
exactly like
Backyard
that.
Blitz. Yeah.
But it's just like a bunch of stuff off Marketplace. And like
Yeah.
he has a doona now. You
and
know what I mean?
and
And like
a couple
a-
of things from Vinny's in like a plant.
Dude, he doesn't have a lamp in his room.
It's not great.
I've told him there's one here that he can come and take whenever he wants. He still
But to
hasn't-
be fair, he's a man of simple pleasures. Like he doesn't need much, you know. Like he's low maintenance, you know.
I
He's
know,
like
but-
an indoor plant. He doesn't need a lot to sustain him. He's just ever reliable in there.
and much like an indoor plant, he simply will never die.
no, he's actually unsolvable, mate. I have seen things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen and heard things. The bloke is unkillable.
He's a cockroach.
yeah. You can't. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that would be a good idea. But in saying that, like, and I will take credit because I have spearheaded, you know, the living room renovation, and by renovation I mean getting a TV
And another couch.
and another couch,
Yes.
and like putting a lamp downstairs,
Yeah.
and it's like actually made it feel like a living room.
Yeah. Wow. Act shocked.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Act shocked feels like home.
But EJ's like so much more happy down there now, and he
Yeah.
feels like he said it. He's like, oh, it actually is more comfortable down here.
Well, he spends most of his time there.
I know, but
Yeah.
now and I'm like, he could have just sorted this out himself ages ago.
Well, I don't know if he doesn't have the flair for decor like you do. Obviously,
Yeah, well.
looking at this stunning room,
Well, it's very sterile on camera, but
you know, with your two posters and plants.
Well, this wall needs addressing behind us.
Well, I've been putting the plants there the last few weeks. We didn't do it today.
Well, I told you it was a big task.
Yeah, I forgot to do it today.
Dude, this fly in here. Oh, I got it. Nice.
No, you didn't. It's right there.
I got one.
Actually, just leave it. Don't kill the barflies while the barflies is on. I feel like that's a bad omen.
That is a bad omen.
You shouldn't have done that.
Do we want to discuss the long weekend
Long-
briefly?
Okay, long weekend. Always
No
up-
need to rush through it. But
No, don't have to. But I'll just hop in quickly. Long weekend. Who doesn't love them? Get around it. You know, you got to make the most of a long weekend. Like we have said in previous episodes, whether it's your work, whether it's your play. You know, there's opportunities to spend and make money. Respectfully.
yeah, true.
You know, I feel like I walked the fine line of both again.
Were you simply
Something I do well.
Were you spooning the break even over the weekend?
Yeah, but
Like
I
the break
didn't-
even
to be-
threshold.
To be fair, I didn't, you know, I did go out Saturday night. I went out Sunday night and had work both Sunday and Monday morning, both at 7. But I was home early-ish and stopped drinking early both times. But was still able to have a good time.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I think my weekend was pretty similar.
Mm.
We discussed it. It was like you know when you just go out on those nights out and like the ball just keeps bouncing your way and it just gets wild and
Yeah.
it's so much fun.
Yeah.
But it's late, it's rogue, you're disgraceful the next day.
Mm.
Almost thankfully it didn't happen.
Okay.
Because I had
Right.
soccer Saturday night at 6.
I had 2 games of soccer as well.
So did I. And then
Yeah.
Monday morning. So like,
Eesh.
come on, bro.
Eesh.
Ugh. But I just like went out I feel like I had the same night 3 nights in a row. Just kind of like went out, had beers, got semi-drunk, and then was home by like midnight.
Don't hate that.
I don't hate it at all.
I feel like that is like, in essence, you know, that's an early 20s changing over period, you know? Like you're not 19, 20, 21 anymore.
Would you...
That's a bit more of like a young adult move.
Well-
as opposed to be fair, there's still a night guy moment in there where he's going to take reins. But, you know.
I see what you're saying. In my mind, it's more like, you know when Payne Haas comes on and plays the first 20, and then he goes off for, 10 minutes either side of half-time or whatever. I feel like that's like what winter is.
Okay. So you're saying it's a lull period.
I'm saying it's a lull. It's cold, bro.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about daylight savings today because I long for it already. I crave it. I miss it.
You hate cold, eh?
I don't like. Look at me, dude.
I don't mind it.
I'm a skinny boy. I'm not cut out for it.
Mm.
But I think in summer, in general, regardless of whether you like the cold or not, there's something about it being sunny at 7:30
Yeah, well,
and wanting to drink 6,000 schooners.
yeah, well, like
They go
the
hand in
mood is
hand.
automatically increased. Like no one can deny those kind of, facts.
Mm,
No one can deny that.
no.
Like when it's still 20 degrees, 23 degrees, and it's 7 p.m. and you're pulled up somewhere with a schooner.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously you're gonna feel a bit more better about things.
Like short sleeve button up, sunnies on your head.
come on,
Do you know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're talking about. But you got to do what you got to do, winner. You still got to get the job done occasionally.
I would say it helped that we ran into each other on Saturday again.
We actually
Sunday.
Sunday the bubble was at Harpoon Harry's, and I had just been at Sash Day, finished up. We heard that people from our work. I was in a big work group. We headed there. Went to go check out the line to go upstairs. Who do I see in the corner of my eye? I had to do a double look to make sure it was who I thought it was. It was the K-Man.
Standing there, minding my business.
Mate, I was shocked. I was happy, but I was shocked.
Well, the person in front of me went, "Oh, it's Xander," and I was like, "No way, like surely not." And I looked, and it was you.
Beak
And
first. He saw Beak first.
I saw beak first, in tail. Came like 3 seconds later, the rest of the body. And like you just walked and stood like directly in front of me, and I was just like, I just didn't say anything because I was like, I wonder how long until he realizes I'm standing right here.
Not long.
Not long.
Not long's the answer. Telepathy. I knew he was there. I could feel eyes staring into the side of me, and I literally glanced for a millisecond, double look, came back. Oh, fucking hell. Boom.
Mate.
K-Man's in town.
What's going on? But as I was saying, like almost we didn't get in.
No.
It was chockers. And
No.
they were at capacity.
Yeah,
They're
over
at
capacity.
They're at
apparently.
a capacity. I'll use quotations because I watched about 50 people walk down and not a single person get let up.
Cap.
So something's going on there.
Yeah, look, I don't want to get in the nitty gritty. I'm glad I left when I did, though. That's what I'm going to say.
Me too.
Yeah, because I needed to go home at that point because if I stayed out, I would have had to get an Uber to work and been dangerously hungover for my shift, or I could stay and wait. It's like, don't want to wait in line. Let's just call it. Let's go home.
We waited like 20 and then we were like, no, I'm sacked.
Fair enough.
And then I had to play soccer on Monday morning, as I said. We played the top team Saturday night. We played the top team again Monday morning.
Double header.
We got humped both times.
Double humping. Long weekend, double humping. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, usually it's from Night Guy,
Yeah.
but this week it was just from
11,
North Sydney.
11 dribblers from North Sydney. Unlucky.
4-0, 4-1, bang, bang.
Oh, you improved.
Well, it was 1-1 in the 81st minute on Monday morning. 1-1, bro. They've conceded 1 goal all season. Their keeper dropped it. We tapped it in to make it 1-1 with 9 minutes to go.
Thanks for coming.
Then we conceded 3.
Well, winners win.
Winners
That
win.
Similar thing happened to ours. We were winning 1-0 the whole game. 85th minute, they scored. Then they scored 2 and 5. They win the game. And then on Monday, right, we lose 1-0 and we concede in the first 20 seconds. It happened in front of me and I was like, I did not just watch that goal happen. And then, boom, goal happened. And then it was 1-0 for the rest of the game.
Scat.
And you know what? Sash into working Monday morning for 5 hours into a soccer game. I didn't particularly feel like running around for 90 minutes. The legs weren't particularly fresh. I was very sore the next day. Yes, I was walking around. I was stiff. Massage gun came in clutch. Got a massage gun at home.
Do you have one?
I've got one.
Must be nice.
Very nice.
Did you get it yourself?
Well,
Someone buy it for you?
no, we got it. Mum bought it as a collective Christmas present for us. But funnily enough, I actually bought her one as well.
Oh, really? So you got 2?
Yeah, we have 2. I think the other one's just in my room because we just have the one. But it's unreal. It's got different heads, different speed settings. It is class.
Will you sell it to me, mates rates?
I'll sell you the spare one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will.
I would actually buy.
I'll
it off
actually
you.
sell it to you.
I need one.
I
really
need.
bad.
I need cash. So this works out well for both of us. This is a win-win.
Wait, it's a present you bought for your mum, and you're gonna sell it.
Yeah,
And take the money.
and give it to her. Yeah. No, I
Look.
won't. I won't. I promise, Mum.
Does Louise still listen?
No, I won't. I would never do that. But yeah, all in all, seems like we also had pretty similar long weekends.
Yeah, I think so.
I've just done something here on the laptop.
Me and Xander have a bit of an ongoing feud with each other's laptops.
I hate his Dell, and he hates my Mac.
When I tell people I'm a Windows user and strictly a Windows
you
user,
were a Samsung user as well for a little bit. You
Well,
absolute nerd.
I tried it out. I didn't like it. I took my licks. I'm back.
Yeah, good. Like fucking Samsung is just like, it's just doing too much. Just trying too hard.
It's
like,
how is it trying too hard?
You know what? It's one scenario where it's very okay. Just be a sheep. You know, get your iPhone, get on iMessage, get on the fucking cloud. Get your Pixel Samsung bullshit out of my face, all right? Download the latest iOS software. Get on the same wavelength as everyone else. There's a reason Apple is so successful. Because it's easy to use, and people go, no, actually, the customization and the thing of the Samsung or the Google Pixel is so much better. Like, mate, I don't fucking want that. I just want to take photos, make calls, make texts. I don't want to link it up to my fucking Xbox and play off my phone. Like, why would I want to do that?
Well,
Tell me why I would want to do that.
The most ironic thing about all that is like when you send like a Snapchat or upload an Instagram story on a Samsung, it looks like you uploaded it in 1984.
It looks a shit house.
And when you see someone else do it, you almost like cringe.
Yeah.
But when I had one, I couldn't see other people's ones. So only you guys could see. Like, I couldn't see when other
They
people would
all look
upload
weird
shitty-
as.
They look weird, right?
People go, oh, yeah, the camera's on the Martin Real. And I see the phone, I'm like, I don't know. Is it? Is
Did
that
like
better?
a potato take that?
Is that actually better than my iPhone 6? That's the latest Samsung Galaxy, is it? Nah, no slander on Android users. That was just banter.
Bunch of freaks.
Bunch of fucking freaks.
But like, I don't know. I don't like Macs. I don't like Mac computers.
well,
The little buttons are too small. How do you click that X, dude? It's so
Well,
small.
everything's so. Anyway, let's not get into the interface of laptops. Although that is dribble. Because we've got a lot of notes, just quietly.
Yeah, we do.
We've got to go through the Barflies bracket. Quarterfinals have taken place. Voting is closed.
I reckon it just closed 10 minutes ago. So should we get into it?
Let's do it. It's just first thing that came up. Sri Lanka. Average height in Sri Lanka is 5'3". Okay. Boom. Go.
All right. There's a little tiny part of me that hopes the Indian kebab got up.
Oh, same.
But
Here it is.
Here we go. All right. Matchup 1. Hinge Girls, 59% over TikTok fame.
Rolled them.
Rolled them. Another close matchup.
They've
matchup
come
2.
through again.
They've come through again. They've rallied there.
They rallied their supporters. A couple more, less illegit. There was a few votes that weren't as dodgy as last time on this.
Okay. Can you see who's voted?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't.
I'll show you later.
Head of tech. Nice.
Yeah.
So they've
But
which, you know what's funny about this? The pub roaches coming up against the Indian kebab.
what's that?
Jared is the spearhead for the Indian kebab.
And Ryan hates
it.
it.
Ryan's the spearhead for the butter chicken sandwich.
Interesting. Interesting.
Apparently first pub roaches episode coming Thursday as well.
I don't believe when I see it. That's all I'll
Yeah,
say.
me too.
But they won by 3%, which is about 2 or 3 votes. So
Yeah.
close. Indian kebab over quite a lot of support.
Yeah, dude.
I didn't realize the extent of the support behind.
That's what I was trying to say to you, dude. It's big.
Yeah, I didn't know. And everyone who's had it has said it's
Have you not had it?
scrumptious, apparently.
You should go via Paddington on your way home
Tonight.
Yeah.
Do you want to come with me?
Semi. I do have
Should we?
Depends what time we finish.
Okay.
I got to be up at 5 tomorrow.
I really want one though, and I don't want to go by myself.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll look into it.
Okay, let's do this.
Concentrate.
Okay.
Matchup 3. The black man nicks the adult hot chocolate. Like,
I was kind of shocked, but the black man rolls through.
black man rolls through.
How's the black man like? He's been inactive for a long time.
I know.
Maybe getting through the semi-finals is going to awaken and arouse him to rally around himself.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that he hasn't yet because
Yeah.
last mention on the ep he got up and about.
He did. Wow.
And-
I'm shocked.
Anyway, adult hot chocolate.
You know.
We tip our hat, and I'll see you tomorrow at work.
Yeah. Nice. I'm actually quite happy with the outcome of this result. Night Guy versus Xander and Vic in the park. I've lost. I'm happy about this. I didn't want to go any further into this competition.
Night Guy, resounding win.
But Night Guy he's tough competition. Like anyone who beats Night Guy is a serious favourite.
I can't see anyone beating Night Guy.
Not many people do.
Has anyone ever beaten Night Guy? Certainly not Day Guy.
No, certainly not.
Well,
Day Guy has numerous L's to Night Guy.
for our people playing along at home,
Which there's a lot of you. We've seen the votes. You're all paying attention.
the pub roaches, who would be the dark horse of the competition, they've gathered some support, are on the opposite side of the bracket to
They-
Night Guy.
Oh.
Will they meet?
Is that they've got to who they got to beat? Hinge Girls.
They've only got to beat Hinge Girls, dude.
Yeah. Some
Could
say
happen.
Hinge Girls have had an easy run into the semis. They've still won though. They've still won. Night Guy verse. Who's Night Guy versing?
Night Guy's got the Black Man. Great matchups.
Great matchup.
Great
matchup.
matchups.
Well, that's what's coming up. So you got Hinge Girls now versus the Pub Roaches. You got Night Guy versus the Black Man. Tune in. Information coming soon.
Yeah. It will.
We'll post Instagram story, blah, 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 during the week. Keep your eyes peeled. It's coming.
get
okay.
peeled.
Keep them peeled. Speaking of keeping your eyes peeled, people obviously looking at the YouTube section where you put in the link to the rat and terrier video last week. We got sent a very interesting video by freaking fly Aiden
Yeah.
about a squirrel maze in reply to he didn't send any contextual message about what he was sending. He just sent the YouTube link.
Well, that's the beauty of it.
But I knew that's what he was referring to immediately.
Yeah.
And I said, I'll show Cody before the episode and we'll watch it then. Like, I'll wait till I watch it with him. We was pretty amazed by it.
Basically, it was this guy who was like a mechanical engineer and he built a maze.
He'd previously built a smaller maze for this squirrel and nuts.
And he built a larger maze where a squirrel had to get
A collection of squirrels.
a collection. Basically, like, Mousetrap the game, where you have to get through all the obstacles.
Yeah.
It was like that.
Yeah.
But for a squirrel.
Yeah. Well, he was saying it was more like a heist, like an Ocean's 11, because at the end there was a vault filled with nuts.
Well, I think that was the narrative he was leaning on to keep the viewers engaged.
Yeah. Well, it worked.
It worked.
Because I remembered.
Again, what's that saying? Keeping me and you engaged.
Yeah.
Not much.
Yeah, that's true. However, great watch, might I add. I was actually shocked at some of the intelligence of the squirrel.
Maybe an
The more
upcoming
the
Nat Geo.
sophisticated. It's like a more sophisticated rat, though, aren't they?
Are they like a domesticated rat almost?
Not domesticated.
No, because they're still wild.
They're more like a more evolved rat, you would
Mm.
say. While the rats lurk in the sewers beneath and the ground beneath, the squirrel resides in the trees, in the tops, in the penthouses of the world.
Yeah, I would say
know?
so.
So they're coming up with the W there, I think, over there, cousin rat.
Unfortunate not to see a body cam on one of the squirrels.
No, I would have loved to have seen a body cam on the squirrels that were going through the maze, but unfortunately it can't be done.
That would probably be the first guy to do it, though, the way he's going.
Mate, the way he's going, like, imagine trying to explain something. Oh, what do you like to do in your spare time? I like to build mazes for small animals to go through. Yeah, right. like what, mate? Well, last week I made a 16-part maze for a squirrel, and at the end, he gets a vault full of nuts. Yeah, I've got an incoming call right now. I'll be back in a second. I'll be back in a sec, mate.
Yeah, I was going to go to the bathroom.
I'm just gonna go bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Yeah, hold this chair for me, right?
Like, from the outside looking in, it's serious freak behaviour.
Like, serious freak behaviour. Like, I'm glad the content he's bringing me, but the type of bloke to do that, and seek it.
Probably a lovely guy.
Obviously a lovely guy. Can't say he's not a lovely guy, but freak behaviour nonetheless.
It's freak behavior
It's
for
freak
sure.
behaviour. Like that's,
How do you get to that point? Like,
I don't
'cause
know.
he's at the point now where
He must have been homeschooled or something. Like that's like something you'd do if you got homeschooled for sure.
Yeah.
You know, like or like maybe he was like Amish or something,
Well,
and then he left the Amish community. Because how else would he know how to do that with all the wood and the technology and stuff?
I don't know. Maybe he just did woodwork in like year 10.
That's true.
And
That's
then
true.
like studied engineering in
Yeah.
uni. He's fucking good at it.
He's smart at it. To be
Yeah.
fair, he's techie. He's got the tricks.
Yeah,
But he's a weirdo.
Like, I don't know who he's impressing with that. Well, you impressed
well,
me to be
sort of
fair.
impressed us. To be fair, maybe we've got to give him another chance on some different videos.
This guy just alphaed us totally. We're like trying to knock him and we can't.
He's maybe. I don't know. We'll leave it there. Then.
Come on the pod.
Come on the pod.
Don't know his name.
You know, don't know his name, but get him on. Love and hate this week. You know, we love getting into these. Love and hate.
Mm.
We've got them every week, obviously. Become probably the longest running segment on the podcast.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like slowing down.
And it doesn't slow down because, you know, something happens every week.
And it's very achievable as well.
Yeah. Well, one thing that happens each week that annoys you or you like is it doesn't seem that outrageous.
Well, it does take longer to think than you would expect.
You know, but that's just circulating through a whole 7 days worth of memory to find one thing. One thing I've got this week that I enjoyed, because you know I had to do it. I haven't done it for a while, but wheeling and dealing with your boss to get an outcome that you desire. It's like I needed shift times changed to accommodate so I could go to soccer and whatnot. You have to work a shift on this day so that you can get this shift cut. Yep, no worries. You know, wheeling and just other things as well when you're on shift, like being back at work this week. I forgot, you know, not only wheeling, dealing with the customers, but your co-workers as well. You gotta, you know, you gotta negotiate sometimes.
In what sense?
Well, just like
With shifts?
with shifts, you know, getting stuff done, just getting stuff done
Okay.
at times. Food as well.
Does this stem from working with a range of co-workers who are, you know, they range from a different level of skill sets and a different level of like ticker?
Maybe.
Do you know what I
Maybe
mean?
Not.
Like if you need something
No
done,
one explicitly.
you know, no, that's not what I mean. But like, you know, there's different elements of wheeling and dealing. You know, 'cause you got to wheel and deal with different staff members. You can
Yeah.
only get certain things out of some you can get everything. You know, you got your ones you can rely on, the ones that will never let you down,
That's true.
and then you got the ones who like you ask them to do the bare minimum and you've got to double check.
That's true.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Cody would know that he was my boss for a small period of time.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Didn't have to wheel and deal too much with you though.
I'd like to say I was a pretty fair,
Pretty fair.
sweet
I
boss.
don't know. I enjoyed the wheel and deal, and it made me just. I feel like this weekend. I was wheeling and dealing.
You
a
were
lot.
getting back into what you know.
Yeah, I was wheeling and dealing a lot. You know.
Well, one of the great wheelers and dealers.
Yeah, and there was just other instances where I was doing it. Where
Friend of the show, Matt Mamo.
Yeah.
I've never worked a Saturday
in his
in
life,
his life and works in a bar.
Yeah,
The greatest wheeler and dealer.
probably the greatest wheel and dealer I've seen in my entire life.
Somehow always has money as well. Go figure.
Go figure. I don't know, but you know, get it. You know, if you haven't done it in a while, wheel and deal.
Mm.
Get it back into the system because it's fun.
Yeah, it is good.
Because it's fun when you get your own way.
Yeah,
You know.
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I've decided I actually don't like my hate this week, so I'm just going to go two loves. Two loves this week. Two things I want to talk about.
All love. Go on.
First one, classic catches.
Yeah.
We've spoken about it before. I may have. No, I'm saying it out loud. I may have done this before.
You knocked me for putting something in that I might have said before in my love and hate.
Well, I didn't realize until I verbalized it, and I was like, I've probably said this before.
Well, yeah, I don't mind talking about it again.
You didn't say anything when I put it.
No, because I don't care. It's a good topic. It's something we both love. I can't knock this.
Well, I've pulled off. I definitely pulled off two today in memory. I feel like there's three, but I can't remember the third. But the art of the classic catch, as we were just discussing,
Timeless.
it's timeless, and it comes with experience for sure.
Mm.
You know what I mean? You're not getting a first-year hospo worker.
Catching a schooner falling off a table.
No.
No.
And if you did, you'd
He's a prodigy. He's a prodigy.
You'd take him under your wing.
You see that, you notice that stuff and you see it.
Yeah.
You know, similar to wheeling and dealing on the hospo shift. You don't wheel and deal on day one. You got to learn how to grease the wheels to wheel and deal.
Exactly right. And now that I'm saying it out loud, maybe if you were like an employer, right, and you're having an interview with a potential customer or a potential employee rather, like halfway through the interview, just knock a water bottle off the table, just see what happens.
See what he does.
If there's like a flinch, like, you know what I mean? If you get a flinch, you'd be like, oh, okay.
At least he's got the instinct.
There's something deep inside him that wants it.
Yeah.
But if he like doesn't even notice it falling, doesn't even look at it, consider him done. And even worse, if it falls and his reaction time's like a few seconds, pack your things.
Get it out of it. If he gets a chucks out and starts cleaning it up, different story though. Different story.
Just has one on him.
Just has one. Boom, ready to go.
You're back in.
You're back. Jesus, just when I thought you were out.
Yeah. He's done it again. But I did one today. I was driving it in the car in traffic doing a delivery. I've hit the accelerator a little too violently.
Happens.
My oat ice lattes come flying not towards me but off the dashboard and down
At a pace.
and I've caught it down there. It didn't spill anything.
That's nuts.
It was in a takeaway cup, but you know
That's nuts.
it was good
That's
stuff.
that's just good form.
It was really good
That is
stuff.
just good form.
That's what you do.
Okay, that's just good form.
That's why I get paid
There's-
the big bucks.
Exactly right. There's no way around that. Okay. And as we said before, big game players, big game plays. That's a great example. That's
what we do.
It's what we bloody do.
And if I was hungover, still would have caught it.
And more impressive.
So
I just thought of a wheeling and dealing example, but it was at our old job.
okay, go.
There was this pokies player that used to come in, and she was this older lady, and she used to always come in, and she would play the pokies for a bit, and then she would go and sit down with her two kids and get meals in the bistro. And as soon as she would come in, I would go like, okay, I'm going to wait for her. Because as soon as she sits down for the meal, if you're like, oh, would you like a coffee? She would go, yeah, and you'd get her and the two kids a coffee. You'd come back, $5 every time. And I would lock in, and I only told one other person about this.
Who'd you tell?
JC.
Oh, fucking dog.
And
Why you tell me?
Oh man, I don't know. I was just training him one day, and I was like, "Watch this,"
Okay.
and I did it in front of him. He's like, "What did you do?" And I just showed him the $5, and I told him, and he went, "Oh, nice." So that was my and to be fair, almost every shift I worked, she came in because she was pokey addict. So, you know, $5. Thanks for coming.
Granted, I did have a bit of like a, not indifference just to doing work in general, but definitely an indifference to like serving the pokies players because it just kind of gave off like really entitled vibes, and I just didn't like doing it.
Well, I didn't enjoy it. It's not like any of them were great company.
No, but
if
you'd
there
go
was-
after it for the money involved,
if there
whereas
was-
I simply
If there
wouldn't.
was $5 for a making, I was making the $5. Also, another good tip, if you're working on the pokies or in the bar in general, if you're giving back change to people and there's quite a lot of notes and coins and you're kind of angling for a tip in a way, especially if there's like a customer card involved, like a loyalty card or whatever, give them the card back, give them the notes, and then as you're giving them it and the coins last, so that's the last thing they see, like, oh, I don't need, I've already got the card and the notes. Also do a small fumble as you give them the coins, because then they're more likely to like take pity on you.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, this bloke, like maybe it's his first day or something. Just leave him the coins. It worked seamlessly many, many times.
Yeah.
And just like you do it 4 times in a shift, you potentially could get yourself, anywhere from $5 to $10.
Yeah.
If there's goldies involved.
100%.
That's some break food.
I'm pretty sure you told me that very, very early on, like just in our relationship in general. Like it would have been like the first year I was working there. I remember it vividly. And then I know as I continued to work, my technique evolved, and it evolved to schooner, card and note, and then the coins would be in the back pocket.
Yeah.
So you'd be like, oh, there you go, there's everything. And then I'd go, oh, and your coins. and I'd like fumble around for a bit, and then they'd be like, "Oh,
Keep them.
Don't
Keep
worry
'em,
about
mate.
it. Don't worry about it." Or they'd be like, "Just keep the silver," and you'd be like,
Oh, you sure? Oh, really? Oh, thank you. Oh, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
and then as you walk away, you're like, "Fucking idiot."
You got fucking played for 5 cents, brother.
Played again.
Cody 1. Customer 0.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's
Yeah.
really good stuff.
It's, you know, you get
It's simple Hosponomics.
Yeah, simple. Tiponomics as the smaller, varied form of Hosponomics,
Yeah.
the sub branch.
Well, it's a
it's
a strain.
it's a strand. Yeah.
I do one at work at the moment. Our toaster really sucks,
Yeah,
and we have banana bread in our front cabinet.
right.
So I'll often go, instead of going, "Oh, do you want this toasted?" I'll go, "Oh, do you want this toasted, or would you just like rather have it fresh?"
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
And I reckon at least 1 out of 3 they'll go, "Oh yeah, I'll have it fresh.
Yeah.
Just as is fine."
Yeah.
And I'm like, sweet. Like I make it like as if I'd like try and promote the freshness being
Yeah,
being
nice.
better. Because I just
And you know what? It's easy to lead. It's easier than you think to lead people down that path.
100%.
Like if you just kind of sell them on it a little bit, they usually don't care enough
to say otherwise.
to say otherwise.
Mm.
And you know, and then if it's and if they choose the toast option in that scenario, they're actually losing because they got to wait longer than usual.
Mm.
Yeah, that's smart play.
You
by
can
That's awesome.
you can I would say you can do like this sort of
Approach.
method or approach where we're trying to explain here. This can be applied to anything.
Oh, it can.
I often, if I catch a customer weighing up a smoothie, I'll go, "The milkshakes are really good," just because they're easier to make.
Yeah, no.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You can just,
yeah.
mate, just play them
is-
out. You know,
We're actually just teaching. This is Hosponomics right now. This is a masterclass in Hosponomics.
I
You-
can't believe we give this out for free.
Yeah,
eh?
like we should be making you guys pay. Like, this is too good.
Well, this is why we were the puppeteers of the Leagues Club.
You know, we ran the bloody place, mate. We ran the place. So
Yeah, we had Cody Zander, then our CEO,
yeah, and then everyone else.
then our supervisors and our co-workers
Everyone else.
way below us.
Yeah, I was saying to Cody on the phone though earlier, mate. The reason why hospitality workers become such close friends is because you can't, like, sometimes you, especially in some people in our old workplace, you can't trust anyone.
No.
There's no trust. No one trusts anyone. Not only in the
Dare
way
I
that
say it? I didn't trust you.
at times I didn't trust you either. I didn't trust you, but you know, it's not. It's more like I don't trust you to at times do your job properly. I don't trust you that you're not going to snitch on me for doing something.
Yeah.
You know, that happens a lot in hospo. Just
Yeah.
like a common thing that happens.
For the most part, you could trust your mates that, like, if you were in the trenches, like you're getting smashed, that they'll show up for you. But if we're getting into the nitty gritty of like
Cleaning.
the cleaning, the politics,
Because
the,
at the end of the day, no one wants to be the worst person working at their venue.
no,
But there's always someone.
Mm.
You know? And I'm not, and like the place I work now, really good. Like there's not really, it's not like everyone's like pretty decent, like everyone's good. There's not really anyone who's outwardly lazy or bad. And probably one of the best places I've worked. But at our old place, different story.
it was shocking.
It was terrible.
Yeah,
It was
and
terrible.
like we used to go on about it for ages.
Yeah.
you know,
We still could.
we still do. We clearly,
Mate, and it was just it was almost like a Survivor, the TV show.
yeah,
You were in the tribe, you know, you could do one thing or say one thing about someone, mate. Your neck was on the line.
yeah. You couldn't. You'd have to form a very close circle of trust.
Yeah,
And dare I say it, I wouldn't even make it a big circle. I'd make individual circles.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Pick your allies
Yeah, exactly right.
and pick your battles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. And I'll say as well, just I think that, you know, what can bring people together, you know, perhaps humans who don't agree on a social level about certain things, is being in the trenches at work.
yeah,
That'll bring you together. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? If you're in the mud for like 3 days in a row or like a couple days, you just get pumped and you are forced to work together. I think it just builds like natural camaraderie. You know what I mean?
yeah. That's true. That is very true. But also, some things when you get to work, you leave them at the door. You know, like certain political issues and social issues, you just shouldn't talk about while you're working.
Yeah.
You know, popular one was like any rights issue or any environmental issue, you know, with even customers and or like some other staff, mate, you just don't bring it up. You don't ask questions you don't want the answers to.
Exactly right.
And when you ask someone from very different generations those questions, you're never going to be happy with the answer you hear sometimes.
No. You're not.
So, you know, think about that.
And like I remember when we were when the bushfires were on a couple of years ago. I remember that you know, that the happenings would often spark unwarranted
Fierce debate.
Yeah, just unwarranted opinion, fierce debate, whatever you want to call it. It'd be like, "Hey mate, how's your day?" And it'd be like, insert aggressive political right wing stance. You know what I mean?
No worries, brother.
And you'd be like,
Scooter on you.
"Tui's new, wasn't it?"
Take it easy.
Yeah. Rest up, bro.
Yeah.
What's your hate this week?
That's right. Yeah. After that, my hate this week, people who put books on their Insta story.
This is a good one.
I reckon it is such a wank. Like, we get it, dude. You can read.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
can everyone else.
Yeah.
Oh, you're reading a book? Oh, fuck, dude. That's sick.
It's pretty wanky. And I feel like the people who do, and no, I stand by this. The people who do that are the people who read infrequently.
Yes.
Because people who
Yeah.
read bulk books,
They don't put it up.
they don't need to put it up because it's just normal to them.
But why is that a flex that you're reading?
Mm.
Like, why do you have to let me know that you're reading? Like, I don't mind seeing like a cool bar, a cool restaurant, or whatever. Like, I don't mind that, or like a cool setting.
Mm.
But I don't really care for the book.
No.
Like, interests me, or they like do the book and they like circle a paragraph or something.
I'm like, I'm not reading that.
I'm not reading that, and that it's just wanky behavior in my
It
opinion.
is. Cut it out.
You know. I would expect if I did that, I would expect to have the piss taken out of me for doing it because it's just fucking stupid. Like, it's so dumb. Like, I get there's some conventions with social media that you can't complain about because like that's why they're there and everyone kind of does it.
Like what?
With some stories like going out and whatnot, like pretty standard,
Mm-hmm.
or like sharing certain posts, but taking a photo of a book, and putting up is like, yeah, all right, sweet. You must be such an intellectual dude.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God, you're so smart.
So, oh wow, cat in the hat. You're so smart, brother. What the fuck? Green eggs and ham. I love that one. I'm gonna swipe up with a fire emoji. Oh, I love that book.
Yeah, dude, that's a great read.
Yeah, fucking fantastic. I could put the Roald Dahl box set up on there. Let's see who replies to that.
Dude, I'm going to get so many girls, dude.
Dude, I'm gonna get so many chicks with George's Marvelous Medicine in my story. Everyone's gonna think I'm so vibey, man.
I can't think of any other Roald Dahl books.
What do you mean?
Matilda? Was that Roald Dahl?
Matilda.
Mm.
The Twits.
Would Matilda get you
James
up
and
and
the Giant
about?
Peach.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. That movie was really scary.
Yeah, I remember that
It
too.
freaked me out as a kid.
Yeah.
Pretty sure parts of it were not in the book.
That would be on brand, yeah.
Yeah. There was a couple good ones. Riley Pollybird and whatnot, but we won't get into that here. What's your second love? Fuck, we've tangented today. What's your second love?
What minutes are we at?
We're on the 40
Oh my
minute.
God, dude, how do we get here?
Do you want to
Okay.
just skip, or do you want to do it quickly?
We can skip. We'll come back
Say it
next
very
No, we'll
quick.
come back
Just
next
say
week.
it.
No, because I want to unpack it. We'll come back next
All
week.
right, we don't have time to unpack it. Okay, barflies trivia. Nat Geo barflies. This week we wanted water. Cody requested another aqua-like topic. Then we started talking about crocodiles. Cody then said, "Crocodiles, dude, don't they wig you out?" I've said I've been saying this for months, for years. I've said it on here. I've said it many a time. I'm glad he's come to the party.
Well, the reason I brought it up, I've been watching. It's like called Our Great National Parks. It's like a David Attenborough spec documentary, but it's narrated by Barack Obama. But the reason it's so interesting is they show like animals in habitats that you don't see that often, and I don't know if that's because they are in national parks and like they're a little bit more protected or something. But
yeah.
it's an unreal watch,
Mm.
and I recommend it to everyone.
Well, because in national parks, wherever you are, you need like a hunting permit, or I imagine in America, you'd need like a hunting permit and license. You still need fishing licenses.
Yeah.
Like here in certain parts of national parks, you can't, like aquatic reserves, which are like national parks of the ocean, if you will. You can't fish or anything in there.
No. But there was one part of an episode yesterday where it showed like it was at the foot of the mountains. I don't know what country it was in, but it was in like Indonesia somewhere, and it was like a very rare species of gorilla, basically living in harmony with like this little Indonesian village at the bottom of the mountains.
Wow.
It was unreal. Watch it.
That's crazy.
Vis-a-vis crocodiles. Etch.
Back again. Very etch. Very etch. Okay?
Etch.
Very etch. Now, first fact, I actually didn't even have to look this up. I already knew this because I looked it up a couple of weeks ago. This is actually off the top of my head. I didn't even have to research
Top of
this.
the dome.
Top of the dome. Boom. Done. Okay. Here's a fact: crocodiles and their food. All right. It's thought crocodiles submerge or store their food to eat when it's rotten because it's easier to eat. However, this may be true, but there's another train of thought that they actually use the rotten flesh to attract more prey, such as crabs, turtles, other fish, which then, creates potential fresh food for the crocodiles.
Where do they store it?
They have underwater. They submerge it underwater.
Just in like a little hiding spot, and then they wait for things. They use it as like bait almost.
Yeah, almost. That's one train of thought people have.
Interesting.
But then others also have the thought they come back for it later and eat it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It is interesting, actually, I thought. Fact number 2. Earliest form of crocodile species, or crocodilian species in Latin, is known to have existed 95 million years ago. Or thought to have been existing 95 million
Well, that's an
years ago.
unfathomable amount of time.
Like, excuse me? Excuse me.
It's great. How old's the Earth?
I don't know.
Don't tell me you don't know that off the top of your head.
No, I actually don't. 600 million years old, maybe?
That sounds right.
We're doing some research right now. How is the Queen and Putin? Okay, sorry. This is more disturbing. I just looked up how old is. This is the the ones that came before the Earth. How old is the Queen? How old is Blue Ivy? Jay-Z and Beyonce's son. How old is Putin? How old is Millie Bob Brown?
Granted, it was the Queen's birthday like 2 days ago.
Nah, that's cooked. Anyway, I was way off. The Earth is 4.543 billion years old.
No, I don't want to think about that right now.
Yeah, no,
Let's
not
not
right
let
now.
that ruin my Wednesday.
But crocodile's earliest form, 95 million years ago. That's nuts. They're dinosaurs. They're full dinosaurs.
I know, and we don't talk about it enough. They look like dinosaurs.
They just kind of fly so under the radar, but they are so deadly.
Also, how's that freak Robert Irwin getting in the water with them up in...
Mate, the whole family's been doing it for yonks.
Yeah, but, mate, seriously.
Like, fuck off.
Dude, go through those quick fire ones on...
Okay.
That's some-
This page was titled 22 Astonishing Crocodile Facts. Me and Cody, it's fair to say, were astonished when we read them.
we're going to repeat them because it's worth.
I'm just going to say them quickly. Crocodiles are carnivores, which generally means they eat only meat. However, a recent study proved they also enjoy the occasional taste of fruit. Crocodiles can go through 4,000 teeth over a lifetime. Fucking hell.
Ouch.
A crocodile's jaws can apply 5,000 pounds of pressure per square inch, the strongest bite of any animal in the world.
In the world, ladies and gentlemen, you heard that.
Fuck off. Crocodiles have relatively weak jaw opening muscles, which can be held shut with just a rubber band or your bare hands, which is crazy comparing the shut to the open there.
Maybe don't do all 22.
Okay, I won't.
It'll
I'll
take
just
too
do the
long.
good ones. The longest crocodile ever captured alive is 6.17 meters or 20 feet and weighed just over 1,000 pounds. And that was in the Philippines. No thanks. can swim up to 35 kilometers an hour in the water.
Doesn't make
Keeping
sense.
in mind, that's quick, but a pigeon can fly 100. Okay, I'm just going to say that. Just quickly, just remember that when you think that's fast. Okay.
Well, a pigeon's not 800 kilograms for sure.
Yeah, but still, crocodiles can run up to 17 kilometers an hour on land for a short distance.
Is that like that? Wouldn't be as fast as us, right?
It's over like a couple meters. It's catching you.
I don't reckon. 17 k's per hour. I could run faster than that. Don't humans run like 25, 30?
You'd have to look into it. We can't. We're quick firing. Okay, we're quick firing right now, Cody. Crocs can hold their breath for an hour or more, just up to over an hour.
There was one other heat. There was
Crocodiles have been known to cannibalize on smaller crocodiles. That's fucked. Crocodiles can ambush and opportunistic predators capable of preying upon larger mammals such as small elephants, hippos, sharks, or big cats. Excuse me. What? Well-known use of the death roll.
yeah,
You know,
dude. Come
That's
on.
like their. That's like their. Power
Well,
move.
they're just apex predators. These are just all traits of like a serial killer. Read the number 20.
This one was kind of just weird. Crocodiles can sleep with one eye wide open.
It's so edge, dude.
What?
Just cold-blooded killers, dude. They don't turn off.
Larger crocodiles can go for over a year without eating a meal. No.
Cap.
Like, wow.
These things are
I don't get a little
fucked.
peggish. They doing a little fucking something.
They're so fucked, man.
Worldwide, crocodiles are estimated to kill about 1,000 humans per year. Actually, have you heard about the thing? It's in World War II, where the Japanese soldiers were retreating on this island, and they went in this island in the kind of Southeast Asia, Pacific region, and they retreated into this part of like the swamp of the island, and then ensued massive crocodile attacks.
Jesus.
Like that, like a swarm of crocodiles just boom took them all out, like
Crazy.
a bloodbath. How nuts is that? Imagine being, oh sweet, okay, let's get back to base. We've just been shot at for many hours, like already scared for your life, and then you walk into like croc-infested swamp and just see people getting left, right, and center.
Just chomped.
I wonder what would be more scary. I reckon the crocodiles for sure.
I'd rather get shot.
I'd rather get shot than get eaten by a crocodile. Dead set. No cap.
Zero cap.
No cap, dude. No cap. Do we jump into the back page?
I think we rein it in for the final 10.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
We need some serious reining to be
to
done.
be honest, we're strictly structure, all based on structure just then, more so than other times.
What do you mean just then?
Well,
As in-
compared to episode 40 and 41.
This is
with-
41.
40, yeah, but last week we were just that was
Was it? I
that-
can't remember what happened last
Wait,
week,
what?
I'll be honest.
when we laughed for 6 minutes
Oh,
at
yeah,
dog body
true.
cams. I don't know if you recall that.
Wait, you mean that wasn't structured?
Do you mean that wasn't a script?
We lost it so much I had to edit it.
Like a lot. A lot.
Yeah. Anyway.
Punch back page real quick.
Well, hang on. We haven't even said anything.
Well, I
And-
didn't. Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Well, it hasn't been mentioned yet, and I can't believe we've made it this far without talking about it. Because we're going to the World Cup.
I know. And you know what the funny thing is? I had no idea we were playing that morning. I had no clue. Someone came to me today. One of my friends actually came to work. He's like, "Oh, did you watch the soccer game?" I was like, "Mate, to be honest, I had no idea it was on. I just woke up and was like, penalties? Well, we're in the World Cup." I was like, "What? I thought that game wasn't for a few months." And then I watched it. I was like, "Holy shit, they did it!"
Well, for a game that held the same weight as John Aloisi's heroics in 2005,
It felt far less dramatic.
it felt far less dramatic. But, you know, penalties against the South American
Team is still big.
team to qualify.
Well, I
It's-
think-
it is literally reminiscent.
Well, I think Australia's made 5 in a row now. Australia hadn't played a World Cup in a long time when Aloisi scored that. So I think the
Okay.
build, and also that was in Australia at a packed out ANZ Stadium, I think, or
At
Stadium
like
Australia.
probably like 7 o'clock on a Thursday.
Yeah,
Not 5
And
a.m. on
also
a
the
Tuesday.
commentary to coincide with the heroic performances of that match. When he yells, Aloisi.
Yeah.
And then Aloisi, like the pure passion on show when Aloisi takes off his kit and runs 60 metres and it's like going like that. Like, come on, dude.
You're dreaming of that stuff.
Goosebumps.
For those of you who, don't follow football and are kind of just used to Australia ripping and tearing in every sport like we do.
We don't do it in football.
We don't do it in football. And to put it in context, Italy missed the World Cup. So that's kind of where we're at.
It's true. So did New Zealand.
This is no easy feat.
No.
Well, I mean, New Zealand probably not quite on the same level as Italy
That's true.
in a footballing sense.
That's fair.
But I appreciate
Just had
your
to get the
efforts.
dig in. Just had to get the dig in. I'm sorry. Couldn't help myself.
Can't take that off.
Yeah.
So November, I think. It's fucking hell, mate. 2022 already. I was in Europe. I was 19 years old. I was young. I was sprightly. I was up and about.
I was hot.
I was I was hot. I was naive. And here we are, 4 years later.
Boom. World Cup. On.
I don't know if
I'm pumped.
I'm looking
Just
forward to
quietly.
it.
And the groups. I was looking at all the groups this year at the World Cup. They're all sensational. They've
Okay,
all got some
haven't
great
looked.
matchups.
Is
We've got Denmark and France
Qatar's time zone aligned with ours in any sense of the word?
again. Not really. Not really.
Could I
It's not
could I have inserted any other country in before that? And
You
would
know
have said
what?
yes?
Yeah, it's not going to be. It's not. Actually, it's not that far away from. It might not be too bad. Like, I'd say you might get some of the games. The earlier games would be on at like maybe 11 at night,
Okay.
12 at night. But yeah, there'll be morning games as they usually are. You know. But to be fair, everyone does get around it when the World Cup's on. Like, everyone will watch. Everyone watches it usually, even if you're not a big soccer fan. But it gets talked about a lot, and I feel like everyone just gets into it.
Yeah, dude.
Because I remember even in school, like we were a footy school, everyone used to be like, "Oh, soccer's blah blah blah." All the footy players come World Cup time, that's all everyone's talking about.
Yeah. I know, it's the fucking best, dude.
It's so good,
Brings the people together. Football's the world game, mate.
And there was actually a chance on the weekend where I could have almost replicated the Timmy Cahill goal from 2014.
Was it followed by an air swing or was there
It
contact?
was just the ball had gone, it travelled a little bit too far. But it was like, I kid you not, it was like a 45 metre pass on the full. And I was ran through the line. And as it was coming over, I was actually thinking, just Tim Cahill, as it was coming down. And I was watching it, I was going, Cahill. And then as it was coming down, it just was a little bit too far in front of me.
just half a step.
And I couldn't reach it. Not saying I would have connected with it cleanly, but I would have hoped that I would have.
Probably would have shinned and just
Yeah.
dribbled out.
I mean, probably. But if it had gone in, scenes.
He was robbed that year of goal of the tournament.
Yeah. And it doesn't even get included in like other like best goals ever of World Cup
No.
fame.
Imagine that was Ronaldo who scored that.
Mate, you would never stop talking about it.
You
ever.
literally wouldn't.
To be honest, the Rodriguez goal in that year for Colombia when he there's like four.
Well, that got goal of the tournament, yeah.
4 one-touch juggles and then he goes chest, knee, volley.
No, it's chest straight to volley.
Is it?
Yeah.
Corrected. Chest straight to volley to top bins from 30 out.
Further, 35, I think.
Like, are you kidding yourself?
Yeah, I know, dude.
That's just that's what the World Cup is all about. Like that kind of moment.
Being that good at football is unfathomable. Like when you think about the best player in your football team, you're like, fuck, he's good.
He, the ladder to climb to get to the top level of football is so much harder than any other sport in the world.
100. Dude, the best football player in Australia would maybe be in the top 200 football players in the world. Maybe.
Not even.
Probably not.
No.
Who is it?
No.
Probably Matt Ryan's our best player. Or
Well,
Aaron
it was
Moy.
Aaron Moy for
Aaron
a
Moy.
while. Well, Tim Cahill at one point was one of the best.
He would have been top
He was
200.
rated top 100
Yeah.
player.
Harry Kill.
Harry Kill was pretty good. Viduka was pretty good in his time.
Swartzer.
Swartzer. Yeah. We've had some good players, but not for a while.
Mm.
We don't have enough players in the Prem, I think.
Dude, did I not just...
Australia don't have
Turn
enough
this up.
players in the Prem to be competitive on the world stage.
No, not at all.
Like when you've got the A-League All-Stars team versus France, who's like a European XI All-Stars team.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be cooked. Hopefully we don't get beat too. If we get flogged like 4-0, like we can't get through. They got to try and do what they did last World Cup where they just lose 1-0. Like they cannot get flogged. If they get
Who's in the group?
Denmark, France, and
I've got France.
Tunisia
Okay.
or Morocco. I can't remember.
So the Denmark game will be the big one.
Then if we can get a draw against Denmark,
You never know.
you never know. If we just don't get absolutely McPumped by France, you never know. Like if we can do that and then win against Tunisia or whatever, who would still probably be a pretty good side.
Is Erling Haaland Danish?
No,
He's
no,
Norwegian.
Norwegian.
Yeah. Okay.
Otherwise, mate, no chance.
We're in the clear.
We'd get fucking rolled.
Him in a Man City kit looked.
Oh, it's gonna look dangerous. I'll tell you that.
He posted a photo. Did you see it?
Yeah, I did see that.
Sitting in his like throne. Good for him, dude.
Oh, he's killing it.
We don't even really have time.
Footy wise, just jump
Where
on
are
this
we at?
quickly. Developing came out today. Tony Staggs, Daniel Tupou named in the Tongan side. Did you see that?
I did. I didn't even think about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Named. So you just assume that someone's going to have to come in. Fox and someone else will come in and replace.
Yeah.
Crichton, you'd say, and Fox would come in.
No, unless Latrell plays.
Unless Latrell's... No, because Latrell's not been named in the Rabbitohs team this weekend, so he's not eligible for Origin.
Is he not?
No.
Is that a rule?
No, but I don't think...
Joey Johns didn't.
Look, I don't... That's just what I've read. So
Yeah,
don't shoot the message.
Oh, I'm going to shoot you if you're wrong.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You can't be coming in with claims like that.
But you know what? At the same time, I'm kind of happy to see that high-level players have chosen their nation over New South Wales because it makes the international game and the international scene so much better. So that when the World Cup happens later in the year, those teams are going to be so much better.
I agree, but like you don't get to just play for New South Wales like when you pick and choose, bro. You know what I mean? It
What-
should be one or the other.
Yeah. During this, yeah, it's kind of a tough one.
Like that's kind of like if he was going to play for Tonga, why do you accept the New South Wales game one?
Well, I mean, what do they get? 30 grand for it?
It's half price, 15 at the moment,
Yeah. But that's,
or 20 or something.
you know, I feel like they should have taken that into account so they didn't have to then change the whole team for game
Right.
2.
Like it
Like,
just
it
makes
feels
it
silly.
even more bizarre.
I feel like they would have known that was going to happen as well.
And they were two people, Stags and Tupu, respectively, respectfully, that they didn't have to pick. There
was other options.
They were
could have picked.
unnecessary selections.
Mm.
And God, I hope Jake gets picked. I really do.
Well, if Pappy and Latrell aren't fit, Crichton will come in, you'd assume. Burton's been playing some pretty good footy, but you'd assume maybe Nico Hines comes into 14. Maybe he does touch blades of grass
Yeah, he
this year.
could.
I'm wrong.
He could. Because Paps is out this week, so he won't get picked.
He's not... Yeah.
He's out. He was going to play, but he's got COVID.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Don't know.
Mm.
No Ryan Madison. Or actually, no, it is a bit of slander. But I just, again, kind of struggled to see what his impact was off the bench.
Well, I mean, I was thinking about this during the week. He doesn't even start for the Eels.
No.
Every other player starts for their teams. I just feel like a player who comes on as an impact player for their team shouldn't be coming on as an impact player on the biggest stage.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
But he's not. He doesn't even really have the traits of an impact player, right? Like, does he? Like I feel like he runs hard and doesn't miss tackles and offloads, but he's not really like. He's not going to break the game open, is he?
No.
Like
Like
bizarre.
Nico Hines could break, or Pappy can break a game open.
I know that's different, but I mean like in the sense that
Of a forward
yeah,
aspect.
you would
Well,
have
if
Junior
you-
Paulo there or something.
Well,
right?
I feel like if you're going to pick a forward for pure X factor and explosiveness, you pick Ola Kawatu.
yeah. Well, he said no.
But I'm saying if you
If you were to,
If you
for
were
sure.
to,
or
if
Colin
they-
Matangi,
like
even
someone who
is
Yeah.
explosive.
or even Tarek to an extent is more of an impact player than
Maddo.
Maddo.
Like if Maddo was starting, that would make more sense
But-
to me. To me.
But I don't think he should start over Murray and Liam Martin.
Well, what do I know? I agree.
Yeah.
I don't think there's room for him in that team.
No.
But I also can't see Freddie picking a different team, you know?
Well, Jakey's been on fire. Just quietly. I've been watching the Manly games. Jakey has been on fire recently.
Someone had to say it.
He's been playing extremely good footy. Try assist on the weekend. Captain of Manly suits him though. You know what I mean? Like it when I see him as captain of Manly, I reckon it's better than DCA being captain.
Makes more sense to me, for sure.
It like when I see that, and that's not DCA slander, because he's obviously a great player, experienced leader. But when I see Jakey, you know, got that little C next to his name, I just feel like you're just fuck yeah.
It looks right.
It looks right. It feels right. You know, it's like a well-fitting shoe.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
Or the glove that fits.
Mm.
It just is.
Makes sense.
Mm.
Sunday week, is it? Next Sunday?
Yep.
10 days?
Yep.
Get up and about.
Get around it. Get around your Origin footy. So it's like round this game, boom, no games next round, just rep games, Origin footy Sunday night. Save a week in camp. That's it.
So there's no footy next weekend?
No, I don't think there is. Everyone's got to buy.
Oh.
Yeah. Because it's rep round.
Yeah,
as well.
right. I didn't know they were doing that.
Yeah.
Is that the first time they've done that?
I think it must be. Because it's rep round, everyone week off. Round 15 this week, they go back for a game. Round 17 buys. Game 3.
Yeah, right.
Season resumes
Okay.
as per. I think. Don't quote me.
Adam Dewey's back.
Yeah, huge. Not off the bench. I don't know where he's going to come on for.
Doesn't matter.
You know what? Losing Nate, as much as Naden shows good qualities, mate, Stafford-Toa. I'd be picking Stafford-Toa off what I've seen. Seems a bit more. There's something to him. There's something to Stafford-Toa.
Yeah, he's been
at
poor.
the Tigers.
He's been poor the last couple of weeks. I don't know. I'm not knocking him as a player. I think he's got heaps of potential, and he has played good games.
He played
the last couple games.
Australian schoolboys. And
I
stuff.
really liked Naden the last 2 weeks. He wasn't great on the weekend, but yeah, I don't know. It's by the by. They're both kind of shit.
I don't even think Naden should have been on the pitch to commit that spear tackle on St. Jakey. You know, he got KO'd by Olaquad.
Yeah, he got oosed.
Like, how did he? I know they let him back in the field, so he must have. And I'm not a physio, but I've just from the games I've seen, and you see things happen to people. You're like, well, how's he on the field? How's that happen?
Yeah, I don't know.
Riddle me that. I can't figure it out.
Go figure.
Go figure.
I can't.
Is what it is. Anything else you want to add?
No, I'm good.
Just quickly, act shocked. Dragons and Tigers lost must-win games. Wow, I'm shocked. I'm actually shell-shocked.
Yeah. I'm not. I don't think we are.
Music.
Yeah, I had a song. Well, I think all my friends, Baxter Jury, played a gig in Sydney a couple of weeks ago. I missed it because I'm a fucking idiot and I forgot it was on.
Is that the guy that Sticky Fingers man told you to see? You didn't see them?
No, I forgot. It was a Saturday I worked on the beaches, yeah. It looked sick, but...
Respectfully, that was foolish.
Yeah, I know. But it was like, I was getting paid $45 an hour.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's
pros
a hard
and cons, pros and cons.
flex. That was an accidental flex. I didn't mean to.
Huge.
Forgot we were not
Sorry about
having a private conversation.
Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
Okay, are we done here?
I think so. I think it's time to wrap it up.
I'm shattered.
I'm shattered. I'm absolutely shattered. I don't know if Katie's going to edit this tonight or not. It'll be out when it's out.
It's not
Deal
going to
with
get
it.
edited tonight.
You know, it's been a busy week.
It'll be edited tomorrow.
Yeah, Shen be edited tomorrow.
It'll be up tomorrow night, Thursday night.
Thursday night, put it on in the background when the footy's on. Put it on from your commute home. Enjoy it. Take it in.
Take it in. Send us a DM. Send us
something.
Send us anything.
Let us know you're there.
Say hey.
Yeah.
Maybe we should get the questions back. I reckon we should.
Yeah, a couple questions.
We should put it up in the story. Questions for the beef. The BF.
True.
TBF.
True that. And episode 52 on the horizon, we got something cooking for you. Camera just went out as I said that. Omen. Huge omen.
I'm really looking forward to know what we're cooking.
Yeah, I haven't told Cody, but we're both cooking something.
It's gonna be sick.
I can't believe the camera just turned off like that. Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Okay.
I'm Sander.
I'm Cody. Goodbye.
Goodbye. See you later.